I'm just trying to say, I just feel like my issue ain't even you saying Trish was a beautiful woman with two eyes, two arms, two legs, some breasts and some thighs. Okay. My issue is we were mentoring Mel and Martell at the time, okay, trying to help them get back together. Okay, get back together. And that don't help if you was at the same time hooking Martell up with other women. Okay, because I feel like, I'm already feeling bad because Mel said I wasn't a mentor. I already feel bad. I feel like, maybe she was taking our counseling them and mentoring them as a joke. And maybe that's why the marriage ain't work. And I'm like, Mel, Martell and Mel's marriage did not work because Martell is a psychopath, a cheater, and Mel woke up. Simple as that. So to try to even say, well, maybe maybe they couldn't work things out because maybe they didn't take our mentorship, you know, seriously. And I was like, you can't mentor me into staying with my husband solely because you stayed with yours. To our knowledge, Chris did not bear any children with other women while married. For what we know, Chris did not flaunt his mistress on the television, and he did not allow the mistress to harass you. So, because Chris cheated and seemingly Chris learned his lesson and ain't cheated since then, as far as we know. You can't make it seem as if that's a reason for somebody else who's in a completely different situation did not choose to stay. Some women whose men, because Mel was talking on live today, y'all. I'm gonna put it up in 1 second. Some men cheat and then the women stay. Okay. And when that happens, it don't mean nothing besides they chose to accept it. Usually it means because the man learned a lesson, feels bad, and has not done it again. Martell kept reoffending. Martell is a habitual line crossing, bald headed fool. Okay. So for Nell to even say, well, maybe the reason things didn't work because they didn't take our mentoring them. Girl, what? Ma'am. Ma'am. No, ma'am. Not at all. I should have edited this before I got on here because it's so weird that while I was watching the show today, Mel had went live and was having it's a bit of a conversation. Now I'm gonna try to do it real fast because Mel point was just insane. You know, people could tell me all they wanted, what to do and how to stay and how to deal with Martell's antics to work things out for the betterment. Hold on, y'all. Okay, because I grabbed a piece of her live from earlier, and I really did mean to upload it to discuss it here, and I forgot, but I'm doing it right now. We're gonna put up. It's gonna be up in a second. But again, Nell trying to make it seem as if, well, maybe that's why I think this like, bitch, no. Okay, thank you, Keisha, for super chat. I'm correctly, Nell ticked me off. The comment, it did not work because Martel is a narc. Okay, that should be studied in master's level psych classes. I agree. Martel is somebody you can't trust. You know, I am a sole believer. People can change. People we're all human. You know what I'm saying? We are all we all make mistakes, we all sin. All those things happen. No one's perfect. Not me, not you, not no. What's up, my mom? My mama perfect. Okay, my mama is perfect. Okay, as perfect as perfect can be. However, I'm a full fledged believer that you can be with somebody and they can make a huge mistake, realize it, and they can change, and you can stay with them. We've seen Ludacris and Adoxy, where Ludacris, they child, that baby that he had, okay, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, the extra son he had, okay. We know Kevin Hart and Eniko. We know Beyonce and Jay-Z. Child, there are plenty of people where someone in the marriage has cheated. How when Jay-Z said on that song, "Hey, I ain't going nowhere if my household is at odds," meaning you Kanye, you get married, I don't get no fuck. Okay, I messed up with my wife. I'm here fixing it. So to me, Nell even saying, well, maybe the marriage ain't work because she didn't think out, girl. I don't. That's why Mel said you wasn't a mentor to me, because a mentor wouldn't say that. Okay, now, child sidetrack, little sidebar. I was going to play what Mel said today on her as I was watching the episode today. Mel was on live. She was on live doing her 7th Avenue beauty stuff, but she touched on this, and I was like, luckily I caught it. Okay.
Backstabbing because of the experience that I've had, right? So I am thankful. I am thankful for every single journey, for every single experience. I am thankful for it because it has made me who I am. And that also includes being able to be a mama to my babies then as they grow up. Because now I'm going to have a teenager.
Sure, I hope don't pop on my screen from any kind of stuff, y'all.
Couple of weeks. But as they grow up, when they're having these friendship things and these dating things and all of this, like, I'm gonna be able to share some stuff, I'm gonna be able to share some stuff. So I am thankful, so thankful. So another thing I like to say, y'all, don't say block my baby, God bless you. God bless you. Peace, life, family, baby. You ain't even over here in peace. I ain't gonna lie. Some of these usernames be tripping me out. They be having usernames, y'all, because I be blocking. They be having usernames talking about God and peace, and they be having scriptures on their bios, baby. And they be coming being super, super disrespectful, messy, and spewing out negativity. It's the hypocrisy for me. But anyway, when I say no longer green, that part, yes. When I say I'm so thankful, for all of my experiences, I am.
And I also feel like this has to do with not only what Nell said, even stuff that Marie said, we'll get into in 1 second. Being her saying, child, look, I'm grateful for what I've learned. I'm grateful for the good, bad, and the indifferent of my life lessons, because I am now a better teacher to my children. Because sometimes if you have not experienced certain things, you may not even know to advise your kids on what to look out for.
I am, and I'm more.
Can y'all hear that, y'all? It's, because my ear's still plugged, so I'm hoping it ain't too low for y'all.
So, like I said, just thankful for the things I'll be able to teach my children, to show my children, and especially as they, grow up, become young men, young women, married one day if that's what they choose to do. And so hey, rose-colored glasses removed. But yeah, we all have been out of alignment. But what I would encourage you to do is, when God shows you you're out of alignment, take heed to that. Y'all know I have a whole brand, God Said Go. And one thing about it is, when God gives you that release for you to be able to go. Oh, this is what I want to say. It's never what happened to you. It didn't happen to you. It happened for you. That's what I want to say.
It didn't happen to you. It happened for you.
But anyway.
Because think about this. Think about if Mel would have just stayed with Martel. Think about if this all never got exposed on such a huge platform, and she just stayed with that man in Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Child, it happened for Mel. I want to go back and watch seasons like 1 through 3, because it's been a while. But I feel like some folk don't remember how Mel was seasons 1 through 3. Mel was still going through it then. She may not have expressed it, but you could now, looking back on old clips, you can see exactly what she was going through, and then we just did not know the details of it. Okay. Again, it didn't happen to me. It happened for me. Because if you think about it, look how much she has flourished. And I'm not speaking about money wise or fame wise or whatever, but Mel seems more whole now, even while dealing with Martell's crazy ass.
But that's what I was saying before the block happened. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So anyway, back to what I was gonna say. Y'all know I have a whole brand, God Say Go. And I started selling that in, I wanna say I started selling it maybe.
And I am not a millimeter. But ain't nothing wrong if you are one though.
In 2020? Yeah, it was in 2020. And listen, whenever God gives you that release, when you feel that spiritual release, and you feel like God has given me the okay to move, God has given me the okay to go, don't be disobedient. I am a living witness. Real talk. And I'll share more as time goes on. But I am a living witness that by way of one, the first piece of obedience was not moving until God told me to move.
And that's another point. With Nell saying maybe because, Mel didn't take us seriously. Maybe that's her marriage did not work. And I also feel like if you think about it, Mel had left Martel like once or twice before, and it didn't work. She had left, but it came back. Her saying, I had to wait until God said no. Now it's time for you to go. Because you can leave, but if you keep coming back, it don't matter. Sometimes you do have to wait until, okay, now I'm ready. I'm done. Okay, I am at a point in my life where I can really move on. When she kept saying before, God said go, and I left. And since she left, not saying since she left, she has not had to face other obstacles or whatever, but since she left, she's been steadily moving forward with her life.
It didn't matter how many people told me what I should do, what I shouldn't do, you this, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't, your family, you don't give up your family, Let me tell y'all something.
And her saying that how folks say, hey, stay for the family. You don't want to break up the family. That's probably stuff that Nell said. Girl, work it out. Girl, that's a good man, Savannah. He's a good bald-headed man, Savannah. Wait, where the mama at? Child, where the mama at?
He's a good man, Savannah. A good man.
Folks will tell you, hey, stay with your husband. That's a good man. Don't leave him. Girl, stay for the family, child. You got 3-4 children with him. Stay with that man. Don't leave that man. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Stay. It's like, no. Why do you want me to accept staying with the person who's not willing to change for the betterment of our family?
Let me tell you guys something. I was there and I stayed until God gave me the release to move, the release to go. And I told y'all that I've shared the story with y'all, so I ain't gonna share it now, but yes. And then I moved. Whenever I got that release, I knew, all right. And then guess what? I ended up moving in obedience, right? And since then, there have been so many amazing things that have happened for me. I can't sit here and say that if I hadn't been obedient to God, if I hadn't been obedient to his voice, if I hadn't been obedient to what I felt right here in the depth of my heart and my soul, if I hadn't been obedient into what he put in my heart and my soul, that I would have all the blessings I have today.
And when Maurice said last episode, Mel be fake happy, she be fake about God and all, I'm like, see, because God ain't in you. When Mel speak about how God helped her, that's not play. And if you have a close connection to whatever God you serve, you would know she's speaking from experience of what God did for her. And again, whatever God you serve, you get what she mean. You hear me? You get what she mean. Again, I always think sometimes when you be late for work or whatever, when God sits you down and say, hey, don't move yet, you avoid a car accident, you can avoid all kind of travesties in life. You may have to go through some hard times because God is having you sit still in your storm. But when God say, now go, That's your time. That's your thing. That's your this. Some folk, that's why I say, you know, you have to walk in your own walk. You can't walk in anyone else's walk. Even if your mentor is telling you, girl, stay with your husband. I stayed with Chris. Girl, stay.
Probably not. Probably not. Because see, what and who, and I said this at some other point in my life, what and who you're attached to matters. You can be involved and attached to people who are holding up your blessings. Think it's a game. Think it's a game. Because see, God can't bless you while you connected to this, because this ain't supposed to be a recipient, a part of what he's got planned for you.
Boom. And that doesn't even mean that once you leave a situation, your life is going to be this whole completely transformed fame and fortune. All it means is what's meant for you is now meant for you. What you thought you could not achieve, you achieve it. You have removed the negativity that was holding your ass down in whatever way it is. That anchor wasn't meant to come with you. It can't swim in these waters. Okay? That boat ain't meant for your river. You hear me? Okay? That plane ain't meant for your clouds. No matter how high you fly up in the air, some clouds ain't for you.
Ain't even supposed to be a part of it. So until you do X, Y, well, until you do A, B, and C, God can't do X, Y, and Z. Until you do A, B, and C, God can't do X, Y, and Z.
And when I see folk who, and again, when I tell y'all, Mel had been on live for a minute, I had just happened to click on it, and I caught, it was about 7 or so minutes of her talking. I caught this. I was like, because God said go. God said, girl, grab this and let whoever is watching you today on your live, let them see, hear, and feel this too. Because God may be telling any of us to go or to stay. But you know what I'm saying? And again, whatever God you serve, whatever higher being in your life, you hear me? I was around here, neighbors fussing outside, the police showing up for the crazy neighbors. I'm making ice in the kitchen, cooking chili, ear not working, onesie, taking notes, watching Love and Rich Huntsville, okay? Taking pictures to get the graphics. And also, some said, click on Mail Live and caught this part of the conversation.
So you are literally, imagine, God wants to give you so much. He wants to give you so, and not just material things. Material things are great, but not just material things. He wants to give you so much peace, joy that the world didn't give you, and the world can't take it away. Peace, joy, but you holding it up because you being disobedient and staying stuck to things and people that he has already told you to let go of. Now, what I can say to you is, whenever God gave me my release, the windows of heaven opened up.
Girl.
Just keeping it a buck. When I moved in obedience, the windows of heaven opened up.
And look, ain't nothing like peace and joy. It's the most freeing thing. It's the most elevating thing. It's the most enlightening thing, because peace and joy has nothing to do with money, clout, attention. Peace and joy is simply, I'm not worried about nothing else. I could be poor, broke, homeless, or whatever, but you can say a joy child, even broken homes or whatever. It's not about the money, about the fame. It's about mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, you have peace and joy in your heart. You're not having to deal with the foolishness of a crazy husband, his crazy side chick, or y'all mutual friends who are making fun of what you're going through. Okay? Or having a mentorship couple who wants you to forgive your cheating husband who keeps cheating. Just saying.
Okay? So I would encourage you guys to trust, have faith, keep your spiritual man on point. Okay? It's cold. Can we get more God said go clothing? Now, I would say this. It's coming back.
I think the rest of it was about her clothes and stuff. But my point was, I wanted y'all to hear her talk about that part, because to me, I feel like, again, Nell saying, "Oh, you know, maybe it didn't work because Mel didn't take, what we said serious enough." And that's why her marriage did not work. Her marriage did not work because it wasn't supposed to. Martell had ample chances to stop cheating with coleslaw. And the fact that we see in 2025, he is still with that girl. He is still with the same foolish antics. The fact that y'all have seen stuff he's done, I can't even comprehend a friend of mine saying, well, maybe because they didn't listen to us, that's why the marriage still did not work. No, it's smart. And this is why Mel don't be talking to y'all. Because in certain situations, y'all are still playing in her face as if something could have been done for them to stay. She wasn't supposed to. Martell could have easily rebranded himself and also had a better life. But no, he down in the gutter on some bullshit. Okay? So I'm like, we need to understand, people can try and say, I was trying to help you. I was your mentor. I was over your house talking to your husband while my mama was dying. And because you won't call me your mentor, I'm upset. And now I want to talk to you because, girl, the fuck, bye. If you can't see how much better my life has been since I chose to leave that man, you don't mean me no good. Because true friends don't want you back with the bullshit.